My name is Alicia Scherson. I was born here in Chile, in Santiago. I've lived in Santiago for a while, and I studied filmmaking in Cuba first, and then in Chicago. I've been back in Chile since like 2002, and I made my first film here, Play, and now my second one is this one, Festival. Well, I think everywhere in the world the situation is very critical right now for independent cinema. It's like a big crisis of the public, more of the distribution part than the production. I think with digital production gets much easier. Here we have some funding from the government. It's not enough to make a whole movie, but it really helps. But now we are facing the crisis like that is all over the planet, of like not being able to distribute correctly because the screens are so covered with Hollywood blockbusters that there's not really space for independent cinema, and the audience gets like not accustomed. They forget about other kinds of cinema, and it gets harder and harder for them to go to see other kinds of cinemas. I'm just curious to know what's gonna happen. I think we have to like invent new strategies to be able to get the movies distributed. I decided to become a filmmaker very randomly, really. I was studying science, I was in biology, and I just changed my mind. So it was very, and I was really, I was 19, 20 years old, so it was really not something I thought a lot about. Well, Turistas is my second movie. It's a movie, it tells the story of Carla, which is a woman that she's going on vacation with her husband and they get in a fight. It's basically a camping movie. It's a movie set up in the woods, in the middle of nature, very touristic and beautiful national park, where she's gonna find all this micro society inside this camping, while she thinks about her own personal crisis in her own life. Well, I live in Santiago. Santiago is a very big city, very polluted city. I've lived in big cities most of my life, and my first movie was about Santiago, and it's a very urban film. And with this one, I was really wanting to go and shoot in nature and think about nature, but the way people from the city, like me, we relate to nature, which is totally different from the way people are born there. Turistas la película, that means Turistas the movie, of course. Turistas la película all together, .cl, which is CL is Chile. The main actress, she's called Aline Kuppenheim. She was also with me in my first movie, Play. She's a very, very good actress. And she plays a very delicious role as Carla. The character is a very clumsy woman, very funny, I think. I like film. I like making movies and I like watching movies, and I think there's something about film that is very part of our time.